Right. Welcome back to another episode of my movie review series, episode 203. Now, last week I said that I was coming back with a horror classic. Uh, some humanoid underground dwellers that to be cannibalistic. Yeah, I tell you, man. C.H.U.D. C.H.U.D. Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. 1984. Yeah, starring John Hurd, Daniel Stern, Christopher Curry. Yeah, I tell you though, man, this movie though, this is a very underrated movie, man. Very underrated. Not many people talk about this movie. Not many people at all, Jack, talk about this movie. But yeah, this is very underrated, but some pretty cool picture too. I mean, real good uh nice little sci-fi horror creature feature. That's the only description I can really give it. But yeah, these cannibalistic monsters that live under the city. They're you know a result of a nuclear byproduct. Because they used to be human. Um, homeless. The homeless population has been dwindling, and we find out that you know just the homeless, they live under the city. They were exposed to these nuclear byproducts, these um, 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 contamination hazard urban disposal. C.H.U.D. So yeah. With that, turning them into cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. Yeah, they they come up from the sewers, just so they can have their time to feed. So yeah, with the city officials knowing about this and pretty much covering it up, it was up to a, 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 a soup kitchen. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. A guy that runs the homeless shelter and a police officer. It was up to these guys to pretty much uncover the whole thing, you know, and a lot of uh, a lot of craziness ensued. And I tell you, this movie though, like I said, it's very interesting, very underrated, and not much could really be said about it. But yeah, it's a very cool movie for you to really get familiar with. If you already are familiar with it, then you know a hell of a lot but more, hell of a lot more about it than I do. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with it, but I have the simplistic idea of how this whole thing all went down. But yeah, it took Yeah, these guys, a photographer, plus a photographer to uncover this thing, take down the uh, official that covered it up in the first place. And yeah, the chuds, these monsters, yeah, they pretty much have gotten dealt with. I tell you, this movie though, yeah, great theme song that you would hear throughout the picture too. Well, not throughout the picture, but the opening, and then when it hit the end of the film, it's just lots of high points. Can't really tell you the low, but yeah, it's something that you really cannot pass up at all. Not at all. I mean, that is if you're not familiar with the movie. You cannot pass this up at all. If you're familiar with it, then you know exactly what's going down with this movie. So yeah, man, Chud, yeah, the cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers, Whew, real, real cool to see, real cool to get familiar with, and yeah, check this movie out if you haven't already. If you have, then do it again. But yeah, I tell you, man, yeah, the rating I gotta give this movie though, it is not only is a real cool movie, but yeah, it's a real good 4 out of 5. I gotta tell you, man, it's that interesting to see. That interesting to see. Yeah, it's no real good solid 4 out of 5, man. I mean, yeah, very simplistic um, storyline. The monsters in the movie. Very very gruesome, very nasty, very ugly. You know, and yeah, you know, seeing John Hurt and Daniel Stern a few years before Home Alone came out. Seeing them in this movie, yeah, boy, I tell you, it's one of those interesting things, man. Seeing a young John Goodman in this movie too. Another very interesting thing. Yeah, this movie though, yeah, Chud, can't pass it up at all. So yeah, get familiar and get familiar with it quick because it's just that damn good. Yeah, check out my other shit right here. Subscribe to me right here. In the meantime, in between time, that's my review, Jack, and I was sticking to it. Yeah, now next week, coming back with another movie that I am very familiar with, an action film, female driven, and we're going to get atomic with it, Jack. So yeah, in the meantime, in between time, this show is